When Sabretooth and his multiverse variants decided to invade the mutant island Krakoa, the island was completely empty with Stark Sentinels. That was until the mutant Black Tom flew by and surprisingly saw Wolverine calling for help, only to realize that it wasn't Wolverine, it was a shape-shifting Sabretooth variant who then took him to feast on him. We then see Logan walking around the greenhouse, the place where all mutants had escaped to in the North Pole. But because it was Logan's birthday, Sabretooth had to pull up and tear the body of Logan's son, spelling out happy birthday. Logan was pissed and started going through the Sabretooth army, but was quickly overwhelmed and eventually tied up with adamantium. Sabretooth's army then went to the greenhouse and slaughtered a lot of the X-Men until Sabretooth ordered them to fall back, noticing that they were losing. Wolverine then finally came, but it was too late that even his daughter Laura was kidnapped. We then see Sabretooth having flashbacks to the good old days where him and Logan worked together as cold-blooded killers, while thinking to himself that he's doing Logan a favor by breaking him down to his old self. However, in present day, Laura watches the Sabretooth variants Camo and Savage lashing out at Sabretooth, believing that he did them wrong back in the greenhouse and therefore left him alone, and so wanting to kill Sabretooth, Camo and Savage went ahead to bring Sabretooth's son Graydon Creed, who hated his father so much that he dedicated himself to beheading variants of him across the multiverse. Meanwhile, Logan was healing until he got contacted by Kid Omega, who begged him to come and free him in Krakoa, so he quickly hopped on a plane alone to rescue Kid Omega. Meanwhile, Sabretooth was already on Krakoa, forcing Kid Omega to lead him to the location of a weapon called the Neutralizer that can depower mutants. So when Logan eventually landed, Sabretooth made Kid Omega brainwash Logan into believing that him and Sabretooth were still partners, so that he can help him find the Neutralizer, which he eventually uses to depower him. But despite not having powers, Logan fought back until Kid Omega informed the mutants of the situation on Krakoa, and even though the exiles came and supposedly finished off Sabretooth, Logan put on an adamantium suit paired with a Muramasa blade to finish the rest of the Sabretooth army. However, he was met by Sabretooth's son, who didn't last for long, as Sabretooth himself somehow came back to life and killed him, only to get ganged up on by all mutants until Logan stopped them, stating that that armor had given him his powers back, making him ready to finish this 1v1 once and for all, as he then eventually gets to deal the finishing blow, ultimately avenging his son.